Hi friends, my name is Sachin Gurau. I am author of an upcoming book called Wealth Sutra. This book is dedicated as to how through a proven system we can plan and build wealth for individuals, corporates and businesses. So friends, before we start today's video on financial education, I am really thankful for a lot of responses and emails and inputs which I got from a lot of people thanking me for the YouTube video, for the webinars and also live other sessions which I conduct. Thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. Now, today's video is purely dedicated to how employees, businessmen and entrepreneurs can plan and declare their taxes for the financial year 2021. Again, I'll repeat, today's video is purely dedicated to how employees, businessmen and entrepreneurs can plan and execute their taxation for the year financial year 2021. Now, this video I have done it in two parts. First is for employees and second is for other than employees, that is businessmen, corporates, etc. Now, it is very important for you all to focus whatever I am saying, because there are a lot of micro level inputs in this. I cannot go in detail. I have my webinars which is placed for that, but please understand this is a step by step process which will help you to plan and declare your taxes for the financial year 2021. Now, some people may say I don't have a tax. It doesn't matter. You can still make the budget point which I have template you can use, which I have put it in the link. Okay, let's start friends. Now, before we begin, I would like to tell you very clearly, this is based on the tax laws as of today. That is, the Finance Act 2020 has been passed and now we are entering into a new financial year. Rather, we have entered now 2021. So it's very important for you to plan the budget at the beginning of the year. I hear people crying in between of the year, coming to me in June, August, September and telling, Sachin, we have not prepared the tax budget. I don't know what to do. So I tell them, you have to plan and make your budget at the starting of the year after the budget is passed, not in between of the year. So these are the 2 points which I said, friends. One is in respect of your planning, which has to be at the beginning of the year, and second, specifically I am saying this is based on the Finance Act which is passed now. In the COVID situation, I really don't know what changes they may make, for which separate videos I'll upload. So let's start. There are basically 5 steps to plan and execute your taxation. Whether you're employee or businessman, individual, it doesn't matter. Okay, so let's start with employee. What is the first step for an employee? The first step for an employee is he has to see his CTC. What do you mean by CTC? It is cost to the company, or we call as his salary structure, which is signed off by a employer. Okay, so people say, why is this important? You know what do employees generally do? I am telling you openly, they'll take the CTC letter and throw it in the dustbin. That is not what you have to do. You have to take the CTC letter, which is appointment letter, and when I say dustbin, I mean, they put it in the drawer. Don't think me otherwise. So what they do is, once they take the CTC, they put it in the drawer and they are done with it. That's not what I expect to them. What you need to do as an employee is, once the CTC is given, you need to drop down that in an Excel sheet and understand what are the components of your salary. It may be flexible and fixed. It doesn't matter. You need to know that what are the flexible and fixed components of your salary. So this is the first step which an employee has to do. Second step, what he has to do is, he has to make a draft budget. Now, what do you mean by a draft budget? You need to know what is my total gross salary, what is the PF deductions, ESI if it is applicable, and also your professional tax and other deductions. So friends, employees have to ensure that in the second step, make a draft budget where your gross salary is basic, your other components, and from that you deduct the provident fund and professional tax which you pay, and then you make the budget, a draft budget. Please note, I am telling you draft budget. In this, the tax component, please hear me out carefully. You can leave blank or you can take it from your last year. For the benefit of all, I have given a template in the below link. Please click it, go through it. If you have any inputs or clarification, drop me a mail, info@sachin.grow. My team will get in touch. So this is the second step. The first step was CTC review. The second step was make a draft budget. Now the third step, very, very important step. I have explained in my previous videos that you need to declare the taxes either, you need to choose the tax regime, either old or new regime, depending upon your computation of tax and exposure. This third step, you need to compute your income and decide which regime you want to go ahead, whether it is old regime or new regime. Now there are 2 ways to do it. One is you can go to your employer website, and if they have declarations, which I know a lot of employers have opened the tax declaration website in April onwards, because they have to pay the taxes for you for April. The first standard tax deduction for you will happen in this month, So ensure that you are declared. I know for some people this video is late, it doesn't matter. At least next month you can repair your situation. So coming back to this, what you need to do is declare the taxes in your portal, your employees portal, and compute the tax. If not that, you can choose our template also, which is in the link, and then you decide that which regime you want to go. Now here is a very, very important point, my friends, I am telling you. After you know which regime you want to go, you need to go back to step 2 where I told you the budget template is there, and put the figure of actual taxes. So let me give an example. If your taxes is 1,20,000 divided by 12, when you divide it by 12, 10,000 rupees you will get. That means every month you will pay 10,000 rupees. So you need to go back to step 2 and put this 10,000 in your budget. That means what? The budget will be capturing the actual tax declaration. Now some of you may say that, Sachin, I really don't know that whether this much money I'll have, whether this much tax I can pay, whether this much cash flow I have. It doesn't matter. You go ahead and choose a system which is beneficial for you. Why? Because the law provides that whatever you declare to the employer is a first version. You can, before filing of the return of income, you can choose a different version. So option 1 of tax regime or option 2 of tax regime, whatever it is, you need to declare with the employer now, and later you can choose it during filing of return. Now this is a third step. Declare your income tax and understand that how much tax it's coming. Now some people may say, I don't know to declare. You have exemption like your HRA, then your LTA, then your certain other categories. I don't want to get in detail. Then you have deductions like your provident fund, your LIC, home loan, then your NSC, then your NPS, National Pension Scheme. I have a different webinar and seminar webinar organized for the employees itself, where it is a detailed process. In this video I can't go because it's a macro level video, sorry. So after you declare and choose the regime, whatever taxes you get, if it is there, you put it in the budget. Again I am repeating, if tax is coming, fine. If it is not coming, it doesn't matter. Making your financial plan at the beginning doesn't mean only for taxes. It also means that you have to budget your cash flow and profit and taxes. Okay friends, so we learned CTC. We learned second thing is that you need to make a draft budget, and third, you need to compute the taxes. Now what is the fourth step? This is very important. You need to ensure that you will put down the action points, what you will do for 2021. I'll give you an example. If you need to invest in MPS, when you are going to do, you need to make cash ready for that. If you need to put LIC or whatever it is, superannuation fund, you need to be very clear, okay, which month I am going to do, what I am going to do. So the fourth step is actually taking action. Now one of the things which you can do now is already write down in a notebook or in your reminder of the calendar that, let us say 15th June you are going to pay the LIC. You will write down on 1st June and tell that, please note that on 15th June I have to pay the taxes, or whatever it is, you have to commit anything or not commit, whatever. So fourth step is very important. You need to take action by noting it down and ensuring that when you are going to execute. I gave an example, if June 15th of 2020 you need to pay an LIC, put a reminder on June 1st, so that you know that 15 days you have buffer to pay the money and you get out of it. Now the fifth step, this is the most crucial step which a lot of people fail. Now I'll tell you friends, the difference between successful and unsuccessful people is only one thing. Successful people complete what they have started. Again I'll repeat, successful people complete what they have started. That means they'll finish things. They are finishers. They are not only starters. So after you prepare all these 4 steps, the budget has to be reviewed every month by you, either with or without your family, and you need to stick to it. So I'll recap these 5 steps which I have told for employees, and then I'll go to the non-employees. First is review your CTC, see what are the components, see what components benefit of tax or otherwise you can take, and ensure that you understand the CTC and jot down in the Excel sheet. Second, you prepare a draft budget based on your CTC and any other income if you have. I have given a template, you can use that. There are 2 types of templates. Whichever template is useful for you, you can use it. Third, after this, you need to make a draft computation of your taxes. You can use your employees portal, or you can use the template which I have given. If there is any clarification, you shoot out the mail to us. Fourth step, you need to take action. That means what are the action log you have to prepare and say that I am going to invest in June this much, in July this much, or you need to plan out your other actions accordingly. Example, some expenses you want to get rid of. You should immediately take an action and tell your parents or housewife or whoever it is that I am not going to pay this. We are going to delete this expense. And fifth one is the most important step, is you need to review month on month this. People say financial plan just includes money. No, it includes your taxes, cash flow and profit, and your investments. So you need to see that every month you review at, let's say, 1st of the month, and you make changes to this. So friends, this was in relation to the employees. As I said, I have a lot of details and detailed webinar and classes and sessions for them off the line. There are separate things for that to go in detail. Now coming to businessmen and employees and company, the process is same, but only one thing. In the first step, instead of CTC, you need to see what is your estimated income during the year. Second, you need to prepare a budget and forecast, which I know every company which is organized business will do. Third, this is very important, the entity has to compute the taxes and see what exemption deductions it can claim, and accordingly plan the taxes and put that in budget. The fourth important thing, they have to decide, I know because of COVID, some of the capex projects may be halted, or some of the, let's say, other expenses or other plans may be deferred or whatever changed. So you need to keep in mind that taxes are planned, keeping in mind the actions which you have planned, the revised budget and all that. Last one, what you need to do is you need to review this with your all the functions subject to your confidentiality with your business partners and function, and say, okay, look, we are going to do it this much. These are the challenges. This much is what income you are going to earn. In numbers, friends, remember, if you measure something, you will manage everything. If you don't measure anything, you will never manage anything. So friends, this is what I have explained you as to how do you prepare your financial plan, both for taxes, for all the three things, taxes, cash flow and profit during the FY 2020-21. Whether you are an employee, whether an entrepreneur, businessman, company, it doesn't matter. These are the basic steps for planning and declaring your taxes during the financial year 2021. It's combined by me with financial plan so that it's easy for you to understand. So signing off, my friends, my name is Sachin Gurau, author of upcoming book called Wealth Sutra. Please subscribe to my channel, take the action. I have given you free templates and I'll continue my financial education periodically. I also regularly have webinars on every Saturday. There will be a circulation on that. Please attend and get financially educated. Have a safe and secure weekend. Thank you, friends.